Ladies and gentlemen, seekers of truth and guardians of higher wisdom, today I stand before you with a message that carries weight, urgency, and sacred importance. The cosmic energies are shifting, and as we enter the aftermath of the new moon and approach the mysterious black moon portal, there are 9 spiritual truths that you must carry with you. These are not ordinary lessons, but guiding lights meant to protect your soul, awaken your spirit, and align you with the universe's deeper plan. The black moon is not just a phase in the sky, it is a mirror of our inner world, a gateway that reveals what is hidden and magnifies what is ignored. During this sacred alignment, illusions dissolve, truths are uncovered, and our spiritual paths are tested. The first truth you must know is that the black moon portal amplifies energy, both light and dark. Whatever you carry within, your fears, your doubts, your love, your gratitude will be magnified. Be mindful of what you feed with your thoughts and emotions, because it will grow stronger in this time. The second truth is protection. Spiritual protection becomes vital under this influence. Not all energies around us are benevolent. Some seek to distract, deceive, or drain. Guard your space, cleanse your aura, and surround yourself with intention. Sage, prayer, or even the shield of your own willpower can create a wall no darkness can cross. Third, the Black Moon Portal is a teacher of endings and beginnings. It will ask you to release old patterns, toxic ties, and stagnant energies. If you resist, you may feel turbulence. But if you embrace release, you will find that endings become blessings disguised as challenges. The fourth truth you must hold on to is intuition. Your inner voice, your dreams, and your subtle signs from the universe will be louder than ever. Do not dismiss them as coincidences. They are whispers of guidance, meant to steer you toward your higher path. The fifth lesson is solitude. The black moon often requires us to retreat inward. Do not fear silence or isolation. In these quiet spaces, the deepest truths reveal themselves. Use this time to meditate, journal, and connect with the inner core of your soul. The sixth spiritual truth is transformation. Just as the moon transforms in phases, so too will you. The black moon portal invites a rebirth, but transformation demands sacrifice. Let the false self fall away, so your authentic self may shine brighter than ever before. The seventh thing you must know is connection. Though this period feels dark and heavy, it is also a sacred invitation to connect. Connect with your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the divine source. Call upon their wisdom, and you will not walk this path alone. The eighth truth is karma. The Black Moon Portal activates karmic cycles, bringing swift consequences to actions and intentions. Choose kindness, forgiveness, and integrity, for what you send out will return with multiplied force during this time. And finally, the ninth truth is hope. Do not let the shadows frighten you, for even in the darkest night, the promise of light remains. The black moon does not come to destroy, but to cleanse, to awaken, and to remind us that even in darkness, transformation is possible. My friends, the black moon portal is not a curse, but a calling to rise, to awaken, and to reclaim your spiritual power. Carry these 9 truths with you, guard your energy, and step through this cosmic threshold with courage and wisdom. Because after this new moon, after this black moon portal, you will never be the same again. You will be stronger, clearer, and more aligned with the infinite universe that calls your name. Would you like me to expand each of the 9 spiritual truths into longer sections, around 600 to 700 words, so the speech feels more detailed and powerful, like a keynote talk? Got it. Here are 7 keynotes from the speech, kept short and powerful, without expansion. 1. The black moon amplifies energy, both light and dark. 2. Spiritual protection is essential during this portal. 3. Endings and new beginnings are strongly activated. Strongly activated. 4. Intuition and inner guidance are heightened. 5. Solitude reveals hidden truths and deep clarity. 6. Transformation and rebirth require letting go. 7. Karma accelerates what you give returns quickly. Would you like me to also make these 7 keys into short motivational one-liners for easy delivery in a speech? The black moon is a cosmic event that carries a frequency unlike any other, and the first truth to understand is that this portal amplifies energy, both light and dark. What this means is that everything you hold inside your heart, mind, and spirit is magnified and brought into focus. If you nurture hope, love, gratitude, and positive intention, those vibrations will expand and create powerful ripples throughout your reality. But if you hold on to fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, those too will be heightened, sometimes in ways that feel overwhelming. The black moon is like a cosmic mirror, reflecting and multiplying what you carry within. It does not judge, it only intensifies. Therefore, the responsibility lies with each of us to carefully choose which seeds we are planting in our inner garden. When we enter this period after the new moon, the energy begins to shift like the tide pulling strongly at the shore. Just as the ocean amplifies the force of a storm, the black moon amplifies the force of our inner state. If you feel unsteady, you may sense emotions rising quickly to the surface. Small worries can grow into big fears, and unresolved conflicts may suddenly demand your attention. This is not to punish you, but to show you what lies beneath the surface. The magnification is designed to awaken awareness, to force you to see what has been ignored. The universe, through this portal, is giving you the chance to heal, to redirect, and to consciously transform. Imagine that your mind is a vessel and your emotions are water inside it. During ordinary times, you might see only gentle ripples on the surface, but during the black moon portal, those ripples turn into waves. If your vessel is filled with positivity, the waves can carry you forward, pushing you toward dreams and opportunities with greater momentum. But if your vessel is filled with negativity, those same waves can feel destructive, knocking you off balance. This is why mindfulness becomes so important during this period. Every thought, every feeling, and every intention carries more weight than usual. What you whisper in silence may echo loudly in your reality. You may also notice that people around you are affected in similar ways. The energies are collective, not just personal. This is why arguments can escalate more quickly, emotions can feel more intense, and situations can appear larger than life. Yet it is also the reason why acts of kindness, forgiveness, and love can spread with extraordinary force. The choice is always yours. You are the creator of the energy you project, and the black moon simply magnifies the outcome. If you choose to walk in light, the portal supports you. If you fall into the shadow, the portal reflects it back to you until you decide to change. It is important to remember that amplification is not inherently good or bad. It is neutral. It is like turning up the volume on a song. If the music is uplifting, it inspires and energizes you. If the music is heavy and dissonant, it can feel overwhelming. The black moon does not alter the melody of your soul. It only makes it louder. This means that you have a sacred opportunity. You can take stock of what resides within you, release what no longer serves, and fill yourself with the vibrations you wish to see amplified. Gratitude practices, affirmations, and meditation become especially powerful tools during this time because the energy behind them is multiplied. For those who feel fear about this amplification, understand that the black moon does not force you to suffer. Instead, it reveals. It reveals the truth of where you stand, it highlights the energies you carry, and it shows you what requires attention. If you find yourself surrounded by chaos or negativity, see it not as a punishment, but as a signal. It is the universe holding up a mirror, urging you to shift your energy so that what is amplified becomes a source of strength rather than struggle. This is why the first truth, the black moon amplifies energy, both light and dark, is so critical to grasp. It is not enough to simply drift through this time unconsciously, because whatever you leave unchecked will expand. If you are careless with your thoughts, they may manifest in ways you did not intend. But if you are deliberate, careful, and intentional, the black moon can become a powerful ally, accelerating your growth, your healing, and your manifestations. Ultimately, the amplification is a reminder of the power you already hold. It is the universe's way of showing you that your inner state shapes your outer world. In this period, that truth becomes undeniable. What you nurture within yourself becomes your reality, multiplied by cosmic energy. If you want to step into the portal with strength, focus on love, clarity, and purpose. Let go of the emotions that weigh you down, for they will only grow heavier if left unchecked. Instead, choose the light and watch as it expands far beyond what you ever thought possible. Would you like me to also expand Key 2, Spiritual Protection, into 700 words next in the same deep speech style? Spiritual protection during the Black Moon portal is not something to be taken lightly. When energies are intensified, as they are in this phase, both positive and negative forces become more active in our lives. Just as the amplification of light can help us grow, the amplification of darkness can pull us into confusion, exhaustion, or emotional turbulence. This is why protecting yourself spiritually becomes vital. Think of it as preparing for a storm. If you secure your home and prepare your mind, the winds may blow strongly, but you remain safe inside. Without protection, however, the storm can overwhelm and leave you vulnerable. Spiritual protection begins with awareness. You must first acknowledge that unseen energies exist, that vibrations and frequencies around us shape our experience. Not all of them are benevolent. Some energies drain, distract, or seek to attach themselves to our weaknesses. During the Black Moon portal, these influences can become stronger because the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is thinner. Protection, therefore, is the act of strengthening your field, creating a shield around yourself so that only what serves your highest good may enter. This shield is not made of steel or stone, but of intention, clarity, and light. One of the simplest yet most effective forms of protection is intention itself. By setting the clear intention that you are safe, that your energy is guarded, and that only positive forces may interact with you, you already create a barrier that many negative energies cannot cross. Intention works because the universe responds to clarity. When you declare with certainty that you are protected, the frequencies around you adjust to honor that command. But intention must be steady. If you allow fear or doubt to seep into your mind, the shield weakens. This is why grounding practices, meditation, and daily affirmations can strengthen the wall of protection around you. Cleansing rituals also play a significant role. Just as we bathe to cleanse our bodies, we must also cleanse our energy. Sage, Palo Santo, incense, or even salt baths can be used to clear away lingering negativity that tries to attach during this time. Sound, too, can be a powerful protector. Bells, singing bowls, and mantras vibrate at frequencies that dissolve heavy energy, leaving your space lighter and safer. Each time you cleanse, you refresh your energy field and reinforce your defenses. Protection also comes from the company you keep. During the Black Moon portal, it is wise to be mindful of who you allow into your space. Some people carry heavy energy unknowingly, while others may intentionally try to project negativity onto those around them. Protecting yourself does not mean isolating from everyone, but it does mean creating boundaries. It means listening to your intuition about where you feel drained versus where you feel uplifted. Boundaries are shields, and honoring them is an act of self-respect and survival during spiritually intense times. Prayer is another powerful key to protection. Whether you pray to God, the universe, angels, ancestors, or your higher self, prayer is a call for higher forces to surround you. Many traditions teach that when you ask for protection sincerely, it is always granted. Angels, spirit guides, and protective energies are drawn to your call, standing with you as guardians through the portal's challenges. Visualizing yourself surrounded by a sphere of white light, or imagining roots anchoring you deep into the earth, can create a strong sense of safety and resilience. Even physical objects can serve as protective tools when charged with intention. Crystals like black tourmaline, obsidian, or amethyst are believed to absorb negative energy and strengthen personal shields. Wearing protective symbols or carrying charms can act as reminders of your strength and intention. The object itself does not hold the ultimate power. It is the faith and energy you give it that activates its role in your protection. Most importantly, protection is not about living in fear of negative forces. It is about empowerment. It is about standing in your sovereignty and declaring that you choose what enters your field. When you are grounded, clear, and aligned with your higher self, even the most turbulent energies cannot sway you. Fear only feeds what seeks to drain you, but courage and confidence repel it. The Black Moon Portal is not designed to harm you, but it does test your strength. Protection ensures that you walk through the test with clarity, with peace, and with power intact. As the energies of the Black Moon rise, remember that protection is not an optional practice, it is essential. Without it, you risk absorbing energies that are not your own, becoming burdened with emotions that belong to others, or feeling overwhelmed by unseen forces. With protection, however, you transform the portal into an opportunity. You shield yourself from harm while allowing only the energies that help you grow to enter. This balance is what turns a time of chaos into a time of awakening. True protection is a blend of awareness, intention, action, and faith. It is trusting that you have the power to stand strong, no matter what energies surround you. It is understanding that light, once invoked, is always stronger than shadow. And it is living each moment of this portal with the confidence that you are divinely guided and safeguarded. In this way, spiritual protection becomes not just a practice, but a way of life, one that allows you to navigate the Black Moon portal with grace and strength. Would you like me to continue by expanding Key 3, endings and beginnings, into 700 words as well? The Black Moon portal carries with it the energy of endings and beginnings, and this is one of the most powerful truths to understand. Life moves in cycles, much like the phases of the moon itself. Nothing stays the same forever. Everything is born, grows, changes, and eventually transforms into something new. During this period, the energy of the universe emphasizes closure and renewal. Old chapters are urged to end, stagnant energies are cleared away, and doors that have been waiting quietly begin to open. The process is not always comfortable, for endings can feel painful and uncertain, but they are necessary in order to make space for new beginnings that align with your higher path. The black moon acts like a mirror reflecting what no longer serves you. Relationships that have run their course may begin to feel heavy. Habits or patterns that drain your energy may suddenly become impossible to ignore. Circumstances that once felt stable may begin to crumble, leaving you wondering why such changes are happening all at once. The truth is that this energy is not punishing you, it is guiding you. The portal is clearing out the old so that the new can find its way in. It is like cleaning a garden. Weeds must be pulled before new flowers can bloom. The more willingly you release what has expired, the easier it becomes to welcome fresh opportunities and blessings. Endings during this time can feel sudden or intense because of the amplification of energy. Things that have lingered in the background may suddenly come to a climax. A situation you tolerated for months may reach a breaking point. A truth you tried to ignore may finally demand acknowledgement. This is the universe's way of ensuring that you not stay stuck in cycles that keep you from growth. Sometimes people hold on to what is familiar, even when it no longer nourishes them. The black moon shakes this comfort zone, pushing you to let go of what you have outgrown. This may involve releasing relationships, jobs, beliefs, or even identities that no longer reflect who you are becoming. Yet, as much as endings can feel like loss, they are always paired with beginnings. The black moon portal does not take without also offering. As you let go of what has expired, you create space for the new energies that are waiting to enter your life. This is a time when fresh opportunities appear, when paths that seemed blocked suddenly open, and when inspiration flows with greater clarity. You may find yourself drawn to new practices, new people, or new ideas that align with your soul's growth. These beginnings are not random. They are the result of the space you create by allowing the old to fall away. It is important to understand that beginnings are often disguised. At first, they may appear as uncertainty or chaos. When a door closes, you may feel fear about what comes next, but that very moment of uncertainty holds the seed of a new chapter. The Black Moon Portal asks you to trust in the cycles of life, to believe that what is leaving you is making way for something better. Transformation requires faith, patience, and courage. The old must fall before the new can rise, and this is the sacred balance of endings and beginnings. Many people experience resistance during this time, clinging tightly to what they know, even if it no longer serves them. This resistance only intensifies the turbulence of the portal. Letting go with grace, however, allows you to flow with the energy instead of fighting against it. When you accept endings as a natural part of the journey, you open yourself to smoother transitions and greater blessings. Release becomes an act of empowerment rather than loss. It is a declaration that you trust the universe to guide you into a new phase that better matches your true self. These endings and beginnings are not just external, they happen within as well. Old ways of thinking, limiting beliefs, and self-doubts may come to the surface so that you can release them. In their place, new levels of self-awareness, confidence, and clarity are born. This internal transformation is often even more powerful than the external changes. The Black Moon Portal pushes you to shed old versions of yourself, like layers of skin peeling away, revealing a truer, stronger, more authentic self underneath. The beauty of this cycle is that it is universal. Every soul experiences endings and beginnings, and during the Black Moon, the process becomes magnified. If you are willing to embrace it, this energy can accelerate your growth, helping you move through transitions that might otherwise take months or years. What may feel like a sudden shift is, in truth, the culmination of energy that has been building for a long time, now brought into alignment by the portal. So as you walk through this time, remember that endings are not to be feared. They are simply the clearing of space, the closing of doors that no longer lead where you need to go. And beginnings, though they may start in uncertainty, always hold promise. Trust the process, let go with courage, and step forward with openness. The Black Moon Portal is offering you a chance to release the weight of the past and to walk into a new dawn where your path is lighter, clearer, and aligned with the highest truth of your soul. Would you like me to expand key for intuition and inner guidance into 700 words next in the same style? During the Black Moon Portal, intuition and inner guidance become heightened, often in ways that can feel almost overwhelming if you are not prepared for them. Intuition is the quiet voice of the soul, the inner compass that points you toward truth, even when logic or reason cannot explain it. In ordinary times, people may overlook their intuition, brushing off sudden feelings, ignoring dreams, or dismissing coincidences as meaningless. But when the energies of the black moon open, that inner voice becomes louder, clearer, and more insistent. What you feel in your heart will carry more weight than what you see with your eyes. The challenge, however, is learning to trust it. This period amplifies signals from the unseen. You may notice vivid dreams, strong gut feelings, or synchronicities that align too perfectly to be random. These are not accidents, they are messages meant to guide you. The black moon portal thins the veil between the physical and spiritual realms, allowing communication from your higher self, your guides, and even your ancestors to flow more easily. Many people report déjà vu, sudden insights, or inner nudges that lead them toward decisions they had been struggling with. These experiences are the universe's way of reminding you that guidance is always available if you are willing to listen. Trusting your intuition requires quieting the noise of the mind. The human mind is full of doubts, fears, and conditioning. It seeks evidence, logic, and control. Intuition, on the other hand, is subtle, flowing, and often beyond rational explanation. During the black moon, if you cling too tightly to logic alone, you may miss the signs that are being offered. That is why silence, meditation, and solitude are so important now. By stilling the constant chatter of thought, you create the space to hear what your soul is saying. That inner voice will not shout, it whispers. But in the heightened energy of this portal, even whispers can feel like thunder when you are truly attuned. Intuition also guides you through emotion. During this time, you may find yourself suddenly feeling energies that are not your own. You may walk into a room and sense heaviness or tension, or you may meet someone and instantly feel warmth or unease. These sensations are your intuition scanning the unseen layers of reality. It is not paranoia, it is awareness. Learning to trust these impressions is key to navigating the portal safely and wisely. When you ignore them, you risk entangling yourself in energies that drain or mislead you. When you honor them, you protect yourself and align with your higher path. The black moon also enhances dream states. Dreams become more symbolic, more vivid, and often prophetic. They carry messages from the subconscious, revealing truths that your waking mind may resist. It is wise to keep a journal during this time, recording dreams upon waking. Often, the patterns only make sense after reflection, but they always carry meaning. A dream of water, for instance, may reflect emotional cleansing. A dream of death may not be literal, but symbolic of endings and transformation. These messages are part of your intuitive guidance, woven into your sleep by forces beyond your conscious control. Another way intuition speaks during this portal is through synchronicity. You may see repeating numbers, hear the same phrase from different people, or encounter symbols repeatedly in your daily life. These are not coincidences. They are signposts placed by the universe to confirm your direction or to draw your attention to something important. If you see the same message multiple times, pause and reflect on what it means for you. These synchronicities are the language of the divine, a dialogue between you and the universe that becomes much clearer during this energetic shift. Many struggle with doubt when it comes to intuition. They ask, what if I am just imagining this? What if it's just in my head? But the truth is that intuition rarely comes with fear or frantic energy. It feels calm, steady, and certain, even when it defies logic. Fear is loud and anxious. Intuition is quiet but firm. The Black Moon portal helps you tell the difference by amplifying the resonance of truth. When something is aligned, you will feel it deeply, as though every part of your being recognizes it. When something is not aligned, no matter how appealing it may appear, you will feel resistance or unease. The heightened guidance available during this time is a gift, but it also carries responsibility. If you receive insights, it is up to you to act on them. Ignoring guidance can lead to repeated lessons or unnecessary struggle, while following it often opens doors that logic alone could not have revealed. This is why trust is essential. Trust yourself, trust your inner knowing, and trust that the universe is not leading you astray. Even if the path is uncertain, your intuition will always point you toward your highest good. Ultimately, the Black Moon portal reminds us that we are never without guidance. The answers we seek are not hidden in the stars or locked away in distant places. They are already within us. This time simply amplifies that truth. giving us the clarity to hear what is always present. When you align with your intuition, you step into flow with the universe itself. You stop forcing outcomes and instead allow yourself to be guided by the wisdom of the unseen. And in that alignment, you discover that you are safer, stronger, and more connected than you ever imagined. Do you want me to continue with Key 5, Solitude Reveals Hidden Truths, into 700 words in the same flowing style? Solitude during the Black Moon portal is not simply about being alone in a physical sense. It is about entering the sacred space within yourself where clarity and truth reside. In the fast moving rhythm of daily life, people often fill every moment with noise, distraction, and interaction. Phones, conversations, obligations, and endless activity keep the mind busy but disconnected from the deeper voice within. The black moon, however, carries an energy that pushes us inward, urging us to step away from the chaos and to sit quietly with ourselves. In solitude, the illusions of the external world fade, and what is hidden begins to surface. This is why the energy of this portal often feels heavy or isolating. It is not meant to punish, but to encourage reflection and inner awakening. When you step into solitude during this time, you may initially feel uncomfortable. The silence may seem too loud, and the lack of distraction may feel unsettling. This is because in the stillness, emotions, thoughts, and truths that have long been buried rise to the surface. The black moon amplifies this process, bringing what has been ignored into the light of awareness. You may find yourself reflecting on old choices, relationships, or patterns, realizing truths that were once obscured by noise. Solitude acts as a mirror, showing you not only who you are, but also who you are becoming. The process can feel raw, but it is deeply cleansing. The gift of solitude during this time is that it allows you to hear the whispers of your soul without interference. Intuition, dreams, and subtle signs from the universe often go unnoticed because the world is too loud. In silence, those whispers become clear guidance. Solitude creates a space for answers to arise naturally, without forcing, without struggle. Many people fear being alone because they equate it with loneliness, but solitude in its true form is sacred connection with yourself, with spirit, and with the universe. It is in these quiet moments that deep truths are revealed, truths that cannot be accessed in the noise of constant interaction. The Black Moon portal also heightens the need for energy boundaries, and solitude helps you protect and strengthen your energy field. Being constantly surrounded by others can blur your own energy, leaving you confused about what is yours and what belongs to someone else. Solitude clears the field, allowing you to release energies that are not aligned with you and to recharge your spirit. In this sense, solitude is not withdrawal, but restoration. It is a way of grounding yourself in your own essence so that when you return to the world, you are stronger, clearer, and more resilient. In solitude, reflection becomes more powerful. Journaling, meditation, or even sitting quietly in nature can unlock realizations that change the course of your path. The Black Moon portal brings hidden truths to the surface, but you must be willing to sit still long enough to notice them. Sometimes the realization comes in a sudden flash of clarity, other times it unfolds slowly, like layers being peeled away. Either way, solitude provides the space for this unfolding, free from distraction or outside influence. It allows you to see what has been hidden not only from the world, but from yourself. Spending time alone during this period also strengthens your connection to the divine. In solitude, you may feel the presence of your guides, ancestors, or higher self more strongly than ever before. The silence becomes a channel through which messages can flow. Prayer and meditation practiced in solitude carry extra weight, as the amplified energy of the black moon magnifies their power. You may feel as though you are being held, guided, or reassured by unseen forces. This sense of connection is healing, reminding you that while solitude may separate you from the world, it connects you more deeply to spirit. The transformation that solitude brings is subtle yet profound. It shifts your perspective, helping you see what is real versus what is illusion. It helps you understand where you have been hiding from yourself, where you have compromised your truth, and where you must make changes. The Black Moon portal makes this process unavoidable. The longer you resist solitude, the louder the inner call becomes. But when you embrace it willingly, solitude becomes a sanctuary rather than a burden. It becomes the place where you shed old skins and step into alignment with who you truly are. Ultimately, solitude during the Black Moon portal is not isolation, but liberation. It liberates you from the noise of the world, from the expectations of others, and from the illusions you carry. It gives you the space to breathe, to feel, to heal, and to realign. In the silence, you come face to face with yourself, and though that can feel intimidating, it is also where your greatest power resides. The truths that solitude reveals may not always be easy, but they are always necessary. And when you honor them, you emerge stronger, clearer, and ready to step into the next phase of your journey. Would you like me to move on and expand Key 6, Transformation and Rebirth Require Letting Go, into 700 words next? Transformation during the Black Moon portal is one of the deepest experiences a soul can undergo, and it comes with the understanding that rebirth always requires letting go. The cycle of life teaches us that nothing can remain the same forever. Just as the moon itself moves through phases of darkness and light, we too must shed old layers in order to grow into new versions of ourselves. The black moon intensifies this process, pressing us to confront what we have been holding on to, even when it no longer serves us. Letting go can feel like a loss, but in truth, it is the foundation of rebirth. Without release, there is no space for transformation to occur. The portal magnifies all that is stagnant or outdated in our lives. Habits that keep us small, relationships that no longer align, fears that restrict our potential, all of these are brought to the surface. For many, this is uncomfortable because change demands courage. It asks us to leave behind the familiar and step into the unknown. Yet the black moon energy is like a cosmic push, reminding us that growth happens outside the comfort zone. It is a call to release the old identity we cling to so that we can embody the higher self waiting to emerge. Letting go is not just about external circumstances, it is deeply internal. We often carry beliefs, memories, and wounds from the past that act as invisible chains. These attachments can quietly shape how we see ourselves and what we believe we deserve. The Black Moon portal brings these shadows into the light, not to harm us, but to give us the chance to finally set them free. It may bring up old emotions, unresolved pain, or self-doubts that you thought you had moved beyond. This resurfacing is not regression. It is an invitation to acknowledge, release, and rise. Rebirth requires shedding these inner burdens so that your true essence can shine. Transformation is rarely gentle. Just as a seed must break open to grow, and a caterpillar must dissolve into formlessness before becoming a butterfly, so too must we experience discomfort in the process of becoming. The black moon reminds us that destruction and creation are intertwined. The old structures must fall for the new to rise. Sometimes this means endings that feel painful or uncertain. Sometimes it means surrendering control and allowing life to unfold in ways that cannot yet be seen. But within that surrender is freedom. When we stop clinging, we discover that the universe was always carrying us forward into something greater. The energy of this portal asks us to trust the process. Transformation cannot be forced, but it also cannot be avoided when the time is right. By resisting, we only prolong our suffering, holding on to what is crumbling instead of embracing what is being built. By releasing, however, we align ourselves with flow. We open the door to opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with who we are becoming rather than who we once were. Rebirth is not an instant shift, but a gradual unveiling, like light breaking through after a long night. Each step of letting go creates more space for that light to enter. It is important to remember that transformation does not mean abandoning who you are, but rather shedding what is false. Much of what we cling to is not truly us, but layers of fear, expectation, and illusion. The black moon burns away those illusions, leaving behind the authentic self. This is why the process, though difficult, feels liberating. You are not losing yourself, you are finding yourself beneath everything that was never truly you. The more you let go of the false, the more your true essence is revealed, shining brighter and stronger. Rebirth also brings a sense of renewal and empowerment. After releasing old weights, you feel lighter, more connected, and more aligned. You begin to notice that opportunities flow more naturally, that your relationships shift into greater harmony, and that your inner peace deepens. This is the gift of the black moon's transformative energy. It clears away what blocks your path so that you can step fully into your potential. The pain of letting go becomes the blessing of starting anew. The transformation demanded by the black moon portal is not a punishment, but a blessing. It ensures that you not remain trapped in cycles that limit your spirit. It asks you to trust that endings are sacred and that new beginnings are waiting. To be reborn is to become more of who you truly are, to live more authentically, and to walk with greater purpose. Every time you release what no longer serves you, you align more deeply with the highest version of yourself. And in that alignment, you find the strength to embrace change with courage rather than fear. True rebirth is never about returning to who you once were, but about stepping into who you were always meant to be. The Black Moon Portal intensifies this truth, giving you the chance to let go of what is old and step into the light of transformation. If you allow the process to unfold, you will emerge stronger, freer, and more aligned with the divine rhythm of life itself. Would you like me to continue with Key 7, Karma Accelerates, What You Give Returns Quickly, into 700 words in the same tone? Karma is one of the most important forces that comes alive during the Black Moon portal, and it is something that cannot be ignored when the veil is thin and energy is magnified. The seventh key truth to remember is that karma accelerates in this phase. What you give out into the world returns to you more quickly and more intensely than usual. This is because the portal is not only a mirror of your inner state, but also a magnifier of your actions, intentions, and choices. The black moon does not create karma, but it amplifies the speed at which it manifests. Where you might normally wait weeks, months, or even years to see the results of your energy, the portal brings them back almost instantly. It is the universe's way of showing you the direct power of what you send out. If you approach this time with kindness, compassion, and integrity, you will notice that blessings seem to come more easily. Small acts of love may ripple outward and return to you in unexpected ways, sometimes multiplied beyond what you gave. Generosity, forgiveness, and gratitude during this time open powerful doors, aligning you with opportunities, healing, and harmony. On the other hand, if you allow anger, jealousy, manipulation, or cruelty to take hold, those energies will also circle back faster than ever. The black moon does not punish or reward. It simply reflects. Whatever you choose to project becomes your experience, and in this accelerated cycle, the results are immediate enough to make you see clearly the consequences of your actions. This acceleration can feel like a test, but it is truly a gift. It gives you the chance to quickly adjust your path, to recognize how your choices shape your reality, and to shift before long-term damage is created. Many people dismiss the idea of karma because it often feels delayed, but during the Black Moon portal, there is no delay. If you notice negativity arising in your life during this time, it is an invitation to look within to ask what energy you are sending out. This awareness is powerful because it allows you to take responsibility and change direction before the cycle repeats itself. The black moon also amplifies the hidden intentions behind your actions. It is not enough to simply perform good deeds for appearance's sake. If the intention behind them is selfish or manipulative, that truth will reveal itself in what you receive in return. Conversely, when your heart is sincere, even the smallest gesture can create waves of positive energy that return multiplied. This is why honesty with yourself becomes so important. During this time, you cannot hide from your true motives. The portal sees through illusions and magnifies the essence of your choices, not just their outer form. This karmic acceleration is not limited to individuals. It also affects groups, communities, and even nations. Collective energy is magnified, and the consequences of collective choices become visible on a larger scale. This is why tensions may rise in societies, why conflicts may flare, and why collective healing practices become more potent. Just as an individual's intentions return to them quickly, the collective intentions of humanity are reflected back at an accelerated pace. It is a reminder that we are all interconnected and that the energy we contribute to the whole matters deeply. Another aspect of accelerated karma is that unresolved lessons often resurface with greater intensity. If there are patterns you have ignored, they may come back during this portal, but faster and louder. This is not punishment, but a chance to finally break free from cycles that have followed you. For example, if you have repeatedly avoided dealing with anger, you may find yourself facing situations that bring it up until you learn to release it. If you have avoided forgiving, you may find yourself confronted with reminders that healing is necessary. The black moon ensures that you cannot escape the lessons your soul came here to learn, because true rebirth requires completing them. The beauty of this accelerated karmic cycle is that it also accelerates healing and growth. If you choose to face your lessons, release old patterns, and cultivate love and integrity, the rewards of that effort come quickly. What might have taken years of slow progress can unfold within days or weeks under this energy. It is as though the universe is saying, "Show me your sincerity, and I will meet you halfway." In this way, karma becomes not a burden, but a powerful ally for transformation. It is important to move through this period with mindfulness. Every word you speak, every thought you entertain, and every action you take carries weight. This does not mean living in fear of making mistakes, but rather moving with intention and awareness. Even small acts of kindness can create immense blessings during this time. A smile, a prayer, a word of encouragement, or a moment of forgiveness may ripple outward in ways you cannot imagine. Likewise, small moments of anger or bitterness can create ripples that return faster than you expect. The choice is always yours, and the portal magnifies whichever path you take. Ultimately, the acceleration of karma during the black moon is a reminder of the power you hold. You are not a passive observer of life, you are an active creator of your reality. The portal strips away the illusion of delay, showing you in real time how your energy shapes your world. If you pay attention, it becomes a profound teacher, showing you exactly what you need to change, release, or embrace. And if you align yourself with love, truth, and light, the gifts it brings will be abundant and transformative. Would you like me to now write a conclusion that ties together all seven keys in a powerful ending to the speech? As we come to the close of this journey through the mysteries of the Black Moon portal, it becomes clear that this is not just a cosmic event in the sky, but a mirror that reflects the deepest truths of our lives. Each of the seven keys we explored reminds us that this period is one of heightened energy, magnified choices, and accelerated growth. The portal asks us to step forward with awareness, to honor endings as pathways to new beginnings, to protect our spirit from negativity, to trust the whispers of our intuition, to embrace solitude as a teacher, to surrender to transformation and rebirth, and to recognize that karma is swift and exact in its reflections. The black moon does not exist to frighten us, but to awaken us. It is a rare alignment that strips away illusions and brings us face to face with who we truly are and what we are creating. The energies it unleashes can seem overwhelming, but within them lies a profound opportunity, the chance to consciously align ourselves with the highest path. Every thought, every action, every intention becomes a seed that will grow rapidly in this soil of cosmic intensity. This is the time to plant wisely, to water only the seeds of love, compassion, forgiveness, and truth, because what we give will return to us swiftly and with greater power. If we carry these seven truths in our hearts, we move through the portal not with fear, but with empowerment. We become aware creators of our destiny, guided by intuition, protected by awareness, and strengthened by our willingness to let go of what no longer serves us. The black moon is a reminder that transformation is never far away, that endings are gateways, and that our energy is never wasted, it always returns. As this portal opens, may we step into it with courage, clarity, and an unshakable connection to spirit, knowing that what awaits on the other side is not darkness, but the rebirth of our truest selves. Would you like me to also make this conclusion into a short, powerful 1-minute version that you could deliver like a closing statement in a speech?